Alrighty, folks, welcome to our NBA free pick video here today for Tuesday, January 7th, 2024. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you had a great start to a new week. Of course, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on social media since 2016. And if you want to see which one of the games on the NBA slate here today that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for my Gold Club package. We're 2-0 in our last couple of Gold Club plays, 6-3 in our last 9 in that same package. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Rockets at the Wizards, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Houston is minus 11 away from home, totals 225. The Rockets are 23-12 overall, winning record against the point spread. Meanwhile, Washington's just 6-27 overall themselves, 12-21 against the number. The Wizards dropped 4 out of their last 5. Worst defense in the NBA. They're allowing more points a game than any other team. They're also dead last in defensive boards. And that's certainly bad news for them because Houston leads the NBA themselves in offensive boards per game. And when it comes to defensive play, well, you just can't score on these guys. Houston's second in defensive field goal percentage, second in 3 balls allowed. Amen Thompson leads the roster in blocks. Freddie VanVleet's got the most steals. Of course, as a team, the Rockets got the W in 6 out of their last 9. Victories over the likes of the Lakers and Mavericks during that span. When it comes to the injury report, Green and Eason are questionable. Smith is still out. Meanwhile, for the Wizards, Brogdon, Bagley, and Bay are still inactive. Carrington, Poole, and Koulibaly are day-to-day. Now, total-wise, the Wizards saw unders recently against the likes of the Pelicans, Bulls, and Hornets. Meanwhile, Houston saw unders in 3 out of their last 4 themselves. I like the Rockets minus 11, under 225. Next matchup, Suns, Hornets, 7 o'clock East. Phoenix is minus 4 away from home, totals 223. And as much as they've struggled here recently, the Suns are coming fresh off a double-digit victory against the Sixers. They actually held Philadelphia to just 99 points in that win. Of course, when it comes to defensive play, Kevin Durant's currently the club leader in blocks. Yusuf Nurkic grabs nearly double-digit rebounds a game. And they're facing a Charlotte team who's 20 games below 500. They haven't won a basketball game in a real long time. The Hornets currently have the second lowest points per game in the entire league, dead last in offensive field goal percentage. Now, injury-wise, Curry's day-to-day for the Hornets. Mann is still out. Meanwhile, for the Suns, Royce O'Neal's inactive with that ankle injury. Now, oddly enough, the Suns did see overs recently against the likes of the Pacers and Pistons. Meanwhile, the Hornets saw overs against Washington and Philadelphia recently. I like the Suns minus 4 over 223. Next game, Lakers, Mavericks, 7:30 p.m. East. The Lakers are minus 7.5, totals 219. And I tell you what, both teams with 20 wins thus far in the season. Similar records against the point spread as well. Of course, when it comes to the total, the Lakers saw overs in 4 out of their last 6. Also, Dallas saw overs recently against the likes of the Cavaliers and Blazers. Now, injury-wise, Doncic and Irving still inactive for Dallas. AD, LeBron, Vincent, and Reddish day-to-day for Los Angeles. Now, as far as selecting a winner in this one, this game is being featured as my Chairman tier package pick on my premium page. But as far as making a free play is concerned, I like the over 219. All right, next matchup. T-Wolves, Pelicans, 8 o'clock East. Minnesota's minus 5, totals 221. Now, Minnesota's got a winning record on the year. Pelicans just 7-29. New Orleans currently ranks in the bottom 5 in scoring, bottom 3 in three-pointers made. And they're facing a Minnesota squad who's definitely tough to shoot against themselves. They're 5th in defending the 3-ball, 5th in points allowed. Rudy Gobert leads the squad in blocks and rebounds. Jade McDaniels has the most steals. Now, injury-wise, Minnesota is mostly healthy at the moment. Dillingham is still out with that ankle. Meanwhile, for the Pelicans on the other side, Murray, Makovich, and Williamson are questionable. Ingram's still out. When it comes to the total, the Pelicans saw unders recently against the likes of Washington, New York, and Indiana. Meanwhile, Minnesota saw unders recently against the likes of the Clippers, Mavericks, and Hawks. I like Minnesota -5, under 221. Next matchup, Hawks, Jazz, 9 o'clock East. Atlanta's -6, totals 236. And unfortunately, I have no free pick available for you for that game. Next contest, Heat, Warriors, 10 o'clock East. Golden State's -10, totals 219.5. Golden State's one game above 500, losing record against the point spread. Miami's playing 500 basketball themselves. They did cover recently against the Pelicans, Rockets, and Magic. And even though the Heat struggled a bit here recently, they are still 7th in the league in points allowed. They do tend to stay out of foul trouble on D. They're in the top 3 in free throws allowed per game. And they're facing a Warriors team who dropped 6 out of their last 9 themselves. Just 3 and 6 against the point spread during that time frame. Golden State currently ranks in the bottom 10 in shooting from the field. They're the worst free throw shooting team in the game at the moment. I know that's hard to believe, but they've been awful at the stripe. Now, injury-wise, Kuminga and Payton are still out for Golden State. Pajemski's day-to-day. Meanwhile, for the Heat, Josh Richardson's still inactive for them. Now, total-wise, the Heat saw unders recently against the likes of Houston, Orlando, and Brooklyn. And out of Golden State's last 10 outings, the under did cash in 60% of those contests. I like Miami +10, under 219.5. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final breakdown for the video. It's going to be in that Celtics-Nuggets game, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Boston's -6.5, totals 235 and a hook. Now, Boston saw overs in 4 out of their last 7. Overs against the likes of Minnesota, Indy, and Philadelphia. Meanwhile, Denver saw 4 out of their last 7 get over the number themselves. Jones and Gordon are questionable for the Nuggets. Keep an eye on them. When it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game is being featured as my board member play on my premium page. But as far as making a free pick is concerned, I like the over 235.5. And with that, folks, we are going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like the Suns -4 over 223. Give me the over 219 in the Lakers-Mavericks game. Minnesota -5 under 221. I have no free pick available for you in the Hawks-Jazz game. Miami Heat +10 under 219.5. Give me the over 235 and a hook in the Boston-Denver game. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Tuesday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.